Australian father Robert Pether has been released on bail from an Iraqi prison after a brutal 4 years imprisoned unlawfully as his health deteriorated. But the nightmare isn't over yet.
Robert Pether is finally free.
Prison is designed to mess with your head. And if you're stuck in a foreign prison, then it can really start to play on your mental health.
Bailed from a Baghdad prison after more than 4 years imprisoned in conditions the UN found to be inhumane and unlawful.
He is extremely unwell and has been for months and months.
Robert's nightmare started when he was arrested on fraud charges in Iraq in 2021. The Aussie engineer sentenced to 5 years jail and fined $16 million, accused of defrauding the Iraqi government. The father of three has always maintained his innocence, saying he was forced to sign a confession after being beaten, starved and threatened with torture.
You're in a country with a culture you don't really understand, a language you don't speak, a legal system that you have no real comprehension of.
How do you tell a little girl who loves unicorns and cats that her daddy will not be coming home? How do you tell your children that you are proud of them, but will not be sharing the accolades and pitfalls of their lives with them?
Robert imprisoned in a 14-foot cell with no windows and one door, enduring, the UN says, torture techniques as his health deteriorated.
He has an enlarged prostate, and for the last 4 months he's only been able to eat baby rice cereal and potato. He can't keep anything else down, and if he tries to eat any other food, he's violently ill and in a lot of pain.
Now his family says he's unrecognisable. The nightmare not yet over. Robert out of jail but unable to leave the country because of his strict bail conditions.
If you haven't done anything wrong, if you haven't done anything that actually supports those objectives, it can be incredibly painful to be put in that kind of position. The fight isn't over and we still need to keep up the pressure.
With us is Robert's wife, Desiree Pether. Desiree, this has been such a long and difficult battle for you. You must be so happy that he's out, but how's he doing?
He was on a bit of a high I've lost track of the days. On Thursday night, it was very late when he got out and it was all adrenaline. And then Friday he was still okay. And then Saturday he sort of came crashing down, and yeah, he's very mixed emotions now. He's very unwell and has been for over 4 months. So it's a struggle for him to process the fact that he's out but not out, free but not free. And yeah, hopefully, yeah, he'll start to feel better soon.
Have you been able to see him?
Yeah, we had a video call with him Thursday night, which was the first time we've seen him since he was arrested. And it was a real shock. And, you know, I prepared the kids. I showed them a photo so that they were ready. But actually seeing him, you know, on screen was a shock for all of us. And, yeah, he's in a really bad state. You know, he doesn't look good at all. He's very emaciated, and I kept looking at his teeth because he's so skinny and his face is so skinny, and so his teeth look really big.
And what is stopping him from coming home right now?
There's still, there's still a bunch to resolve, and you know, a lot of because it happened so late Thursday night, just before Eid in, you know, the Middle East. So they're off on their break for Eid. And so we have to just sit tight and wait until the end of next week or the beginning of the week after to work out the conditions of his release of the travel ban and work out what's been dropped and what we still have to resolve. And, you know, I was ready to start pushing for the travel ban to be lifted anyway. And then I saw him and saw the state he's in. And, you know, I knew he was sick for the last 4 months, but not like this. And I didn't realise how bad he looked. And, yeah.
I couldn't imagine being in this situation. How are your children coping?
It's really, really hard for them. You know, they've dealt with so many blows since this happened. We've built up this numbness, but to see their father in that condition was really, really hard for them. So they're hopeful that this is nearly at the end, but at the same time, stunned that, you know, judges and people have seen him in this condition and, you know, and just left him to be by himself over Eid and while we still try and resolve the travel ban.
It's a lot for you to be strong too, for them and for him. How are you coping?
I look like I'm together. But it's been a really, really long, hard slog, and it's taken a huge toll on my health. I have MS, so I have lots of issues with mobility and, you know, like puffiness in the face from rosacea and lots of things. The body, it doesn't matter how much you try and stay calm, your body knows when you're under extreme stress and tells you.
Well, Desiree, we really appreciate you talking to us and really wish you all the best, and hopefully he comes home soon. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.